Hey everyone, it's me Jadine. Welcome back or welcome to my channel, and today I have another knife show and tell for you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you all the Spyderco Persistence, and if you're interested in this knife or if you're interested in what I have to say about this knife, then please keep on watching. So this knife is the smaller version of the Spyderco Tenacious, and for a while I've been referring to this knife as the Spyderco Tenacious. My bad, but it's okay because they're part of the same family basically. This was my first ever knife and it's very special to me, but I don't really find myself carrying this knife that often, and I will get into why. But first I just want to run through some specs with you guys. The overall length of this knife is 6.9 inches. It has a blade length of 2.7 inches. As for the blade, it is made out of an 8CR13 MOV material with a flat blade grind, drop point blade style. The handles are a G10 material, and it weighs 3.7 ounces with a closed length of 4.13 inches. One thing I don't really like about it is how bulky it is, especially with the pocket clip. As you can see, it kind of comes off the knife, and I'm just really not a fan of the size of this. It fits nicely in my hand, as you can see, but in the pocket, not so much. And also I've noticed that women's pockets aren't as large as men's pockets, so really it just depends, you know? But another thing that I don't really like about this knife is the action. I find myself just manually opening it rather than using the Spidey hole because it's a little bit rough, if that makes any sense. I don't like how it feels when you're closing the knife. You have to put a lot of pressure, and I've had this knife for a long time, and by now you would have assumed that it would just break in and be easier to open, but that's not really the case. I think that's just how the knife is made. But it's nothing awful, it's just not for me really. This is a liner lock knife, and the only opener is the Spidey hole, but like I mentioned, I just find myself manually opening it like that. The ergonomics on this knife are okay, and it has kind of like this little contoured area where your hands can sit nicely, and there's some jimping on the back of the blade, and there's also some jimping where the liner lock is, which is nice. It makes for a nice grip. There is no choil, so it's kind of difficult to choke up on the knife, and this might be difficult if you have larger hands because I find myself wanting to like move my hands upwards, but you know, I obviously can't because the blade is just right there. So it's kind of awkward to hold, but I like the grip and I like G10 handles, so that's really nice. As for the pocket clip on this knife, I'm not really a fan of it. I should change it out for like a Lynch clip or something because it's not really a deep carry, but that's not really an issue. I'm not really too concerned about that. But that's just something to keep in mind, obviously. You shouldn't be expecting too much from this knife anyways because this is a budget carry. On the actual Spyderco website, this is sold for $70, but places like Amazon, you can find this for $40 to $30, just depending on where you look. That's just something to keep in mind if you are interested in purchasing this knife, because prices do vary like in every website for this. So, I can't really give a solid price. So overall, this really isn't a knife that I grab for or that I gravitate towards when I'm like going out the house. I don't really carry this that often, but when I did carry this, I really had no issues, and it's very good for when you're just starting out and you just want a smaller EDC and a budget-friendly EDC as well. This is also a China-made knife, and it's actually not that bad. I mean, China-made knives aren't bad at all, but we just prefer to buy USA-made knives. If you are interested in it, I will leave some links for it down below, so you guys can go check that out. I will also leave a link for last week's video, which is the CJRB RIA review that I did, which ended off my whole CJRB series, so please go check that out if you haven't already. I will also leave my Instagram down below at Jadine's EDC. Please go follow me if you aren't already. I'm very active on there. And yeah, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and leave down below any suggestions or recommendations you guys might have. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching this week's video, and I will see you all next Tuesday with another knife of the week. Bye!